Hello students, in today's class we will learn how to prepare income and expenditure account. First we will discuss its meaning and features and then its format. So let's start. Income and expenditure account is summary of all incomes and expenditure of revenue nature relating to the current year, whether income received or not and expenses paid or not. Irrespective of that, that means all the adjustments relating to accrued incomes, advance incomes, outstanding expenses and prepaid expenses will also be made while preparing this account. This account will include only those items which are of revenue nature. It is an account which is prepared at the end of the year. It is one of the financial statements of the not-for-profit organizations. So let's discuss some of its features. On the basis of the description I gave you regarding its meaning, some of the features we can bring about are: number one, it is a nominal account. So the nature of this account is nominal. When we speak about personal, real and nominal nature, then we put it into the category nominal. It is based on accrual concept of accounting. This account is based on accrual concept. Accrual concept is what? That means adjustments will also be made related to outstanding, prepaid, advance, accrued, everything we will make here. So it is accrual concept based account. So if it is asked as a question to you, what is the nature of income and expenditure account, you will write down it is a nominal account. If it is asked, name the base of accounting on the basis of which this income and expenditure account is prepared, so you have to write down the answer as accrual basis of accounting. All the items relating to revenue nature only are recorded in it. It means it does not record capital nature items. It does not have any opening balance. It is not started with any balance like receipts and payments account. Receipts and payments account is started with opening cash balance. But this account does not have any opening balance. Yes, it will have a closing balance, and that closing balance is known as either surplus or deficit. So it does not have any opening balance and its closing balance is either surplus or deficit. And the surplus or deficit, it will be transferred to the capital fund in the balance sheet. This account is prepared in the same manner in which profit and loss account is prepared by a business organization. This account will be prepared by not-for-profit organizations, but it will be prepared in the same manner, in the similar manner in which profit and loss account is prepared by the business organizations. All adjustments are considered while preparing this account. Already I have told that adjustments relating to outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, accrued income, advance income, that will be made here. They will be considered while making it. And this account is prepared at the end of the year. And capital nature items are not recorded in this account. Already we have discussed it. So these are the features of this account. And this is the meaning. So we can say it is a type of profit and loss account of not-for-profit organizations. But since not-for-profit organizations are not established with the objective of earning profit, that means profit is not their main criteria. So we don't prepare profit and loss account. We replace that profit and loss account with the name income and expenditure account. Right? So let's discuss its format. Now we will talk about its format. As I told, it is similar to a profit and loss account, so its format will also be in that very same way. Means two sides, debit and credit. The debit side we will record all the expenditure like we used to do in case of profit and loss account, and on its credit side we will record all the incomes. And I repeat, which type of expenditures and incomes? Only revenue nature items. So how to prepare it? We will have a receipts and payments account. From the receipts and payments account, we have to prepare this account. Or we may be given some name of the items without receipts and payments account. So we have to identify from them which items of them are of revenue nature, and then only we will take here. So incomes we will separate and expenditures we will separate from the all given items. And then the expenditure on the debit side and incomes on the credit side. Right? So let's discuss. From the debit side of receipts and payments account, we will prepare the credit side of income and expenditure account. I repeat, from the debit side of receipts and payments account, we will prepare the credit side of income and expenditure account. And from the credit side of receipts and payments account, we will prepare the debit side of income and expenditure account. And of course, we will consider the additional information given. That means we will have to make adjustments relating to outstanding expenses, accrued incomes, prepaid expenses, unearned income or advance income, depreciation, right? So these things, these adjustments we will be making while preparing it. All those will be provided us as additional information along with the receipts and payments account. So suppose debit side of receipts and payments account is given, and from that we have to take the items to this account. So first item they are given is to balance brought down, that means the opening cash balance. But this account does not have any opening balance. So that opening balance of receipts and payments account will not be taken, as well as the closing balance of receipts and payment account will also not be taken to this account. They are both assets, that means they are cash balances, and opening cash balance goes to opening balance sheet, closing cash balance goes to closing balance sheet. After that, we will be given the items of receipts. Cash received because of this reason, because of that reason. Out of them, those which are of recurring nature, revenue nature, we will take here. So main source of income for these organizations is subscription. So buy subscriptions. And I have written here 1. 1 means maybe this amount we need to calculate with the help of given information. Then donations. Donations are of two types: general donations, specific donations. General donation is taken here to the income side of income and expenditure account. By grants, general grants, again grants are of two types: specific and general. General means which are received annually, not for any particular program or special course. They are given, they are granted by the government or any other department or any other institution because of some annual purposes. So that is taken here. By entrance fee is to be treated as a revenue receipt, so we will take it from receipts and payment account to this credit side of income and expenditure account. Then interest on deposits. Deposits, if you have made some investments in the form of deposit with bank, say fixed deposit, then interest on that amount, including the accrued interest, we will take here. Dividends, if investments are fetching some dividend, then that dividend is taken here. Profit on sale of fixed assets. If some assets, some part of assets or some old assets are sold, and because of that sale, the organization earns some profit, that profit is taken here on the income side. Profit only, not the total amount. But in case of consumable items or some old, those items which are not our assets, when they are sold, then we take the whole amount. Then locals rent. If it is a sports club and it is running a gym and it provides local facility to its members and charge some rent from those members for those locals, then that locals rent is taken here. And again I have written 1 year, that means you may be given adjustments related to it. Hall rent received, yes, if we are giving our whole, the premises are given on rent basis, then that rent is again our rental income. Sale of old newspapers, periodicals, magazines, or old sale of glass, if it is given, then we take it here on the credit side. Miscellaneous incomes, any other income which the name of which is not specified, then we take here. There will be an adjustment for it also. After that, I will be speaking to you regarding these adjustments, how to calculate with the help of these adjustments. Then receipts from show. suppose you are a cultural, this organization NPO for which we are making is a cultural activity organization. So for that, if any show is organized and tickets of that show are sold, then we write it here by receipts from sale of tickets of the show. We will take here. And then the expenses, that means revenue expenditure from the receipts and payments account. We will take here on the debit side. Again, the adjustments relating to outstanding expenses and the prepaid expenses will be given in the question. So we have to make them here by taking these items. So salaries and wages, common item, it is for the business organizations also. Honorarium, I have already cleared about this term honorarium in another video when we were talking about receipts and payments account. So honorarium is what? It is something paid in honor to a person invited as a guest. To repairs, that is the one who is not a regular employee. If something is paid to that person in honor, then it is honorarium. Repairs, any repairing charges, building, machinery, any annual repairing charges we are paying, then it is taken here. Rent, we will have to calculate the amount of it with the help of the adjustments. Expenses on show, like here it was receipts from show, then the expenses on that show will be written on the debit side. The another way of presenting these expenses and receipts is you take the difference of both. If expenses are more, then debit side we take the difference amount. If receipts are more, then we take it on the credit side, the difference amount. That way also we can present it. Then entertainment expenses, newspapers and periodicals, payment made for newspapers, everyday newspaper is subscribed, then that subscription, monthly subscription, then year wise total we take here. Postage, anything paid for postage, postal charges are paid, then printing and stationery. The stationery is a consumable item also. In a separate video we have to discuss about it, how to calculate the amount. Then to depreciation, on fixed assets, depreciation is charged. Then how to calculate that depreciation we have already learned in class 11 chapter depreciation. So that same way we calculate it here on the fixed assets and show it on the debit side. Then insurance, loss on sale of fixed assets, like here I told about the profit on sale of fixed asset. If it is loss in case, then we write on the debit side. Municipal taxes, if they are paid, given the question on the credit side of receipts and payments account, then we take it on the debit side here. Miscellaneous expenses, those expenses, the name of which are not given, they have been clubbed, and if any adjustment regarding that is given, then we calculate the amount and show it. After putting down all these revenue items from receipts and payments account, along with the adjustments given in the additional information, we take the total of both the sides and then we check which total is more. If credit side items total show excess over the debit side total, then it will be surplus. I repeat, if the credit side total of income and expenditure account is more than debit side total, then it is surplus. Then here we write as to surplus, the difference amount between the two totals. To surplus, that is excess of income over expenditure. And if it is reverse, that means the case is reverse. Debit side is more than credit side total. Then we write here as by deficit, that is excess of expenditure over income. Right? So this will be calculated. Finally, this amount of surplus or deficit will go to the capital fund in the balance sheet. Surplus is added to the capital fund, deficit is subtracted from the capital fund. Okay, so this is something about the income and expenditure account which every one of you must know. So have a look, have a glance at it. So as I have written here, 1, 1, 1. That means these are the items for which we may have to show working note. That means we may have to calculate the amount of these incomes. And for that, not necessarily that you are preparing in working note, you can show here inside only. Likewise, these expenses, salaries and wages, rent, then depreciation, then this printing and stationery, then miscellaneous expenses, taxes, etc. For them also we may be given additional information. So what may be those additional information and how to use them? So let us see here. Calculation of amount of income. How to calculate amount of income? Say it is subscription and additional information given for that. So how to calculate it? First, the amount received during the year as per receipts and payments account we will take. That means the amount against subscription given in the receipts and payments account debit side, that we will copy down here. Now two items are there for which the amount will be added into this amount, and these two items amount will be subtracted. And where we will get them? From 1, 2 and 3. These three we will get from the additional information. This one will be either given separately into receipts and payments account in the name of the next year, or it may also be given in the adjustments. Accrued or outstanding income at the end of the year, the amount of that will be added, and amount of advance income received, that means income received in advance at the beginning of the year, that means the income of current year, which was received in last year, that amount we will add here, because this amount will not be received again. So these three items we will take the total of, and out of this total we will subtract the amount which was accrued or outstanding at the beginning of the year. That means the amount of income which was related with the last year, but we have received it in this current year. We subtract that from this total amount received, and income received in advance at the end of this current year. That means the income which is related to the next year. That means income related to next year received in this current year will be subtracted. So it will be our total or final amount to be shown in the income and expenditure account against the item subscription, or it may be locus rent or miscellaneous income. Same way, these expenses, salaries and wages, or postage, or printing, or municipal taxes, or miscellaneous expenses, insurance, etc. For them also, same adjustments may be given. So, how to calculate that? Calculation of amount of expense, the amount paid during the year as per receipts and payments account. In that, the amount of these two items, outstanding expenses at the end of the year and prepaid expenses at the beginning of the year, will be added, and from the total of these three items, we will subtract the amount of outstanding expense at the beginning of the year and amount of prepaid expenses at the end of the year. These two amounts will be subtracted from the total of the above three items. Then the final amount will be taken to the debit side of income and expenditure account. So for preparing this income and expenditure account, we may have to prepare these working notes, or these workings can be shown inside the income and expenditure account also. So have a look at that. Start कर दिया. So let's learn how to prepare income and expenditure account with the help of a question. I am reading the question for you, and it is already on the screen. From the following information, prepare income and expenditure account. This is a question in which receipts and payments account is not given, but the items are given at one place. Fees collected including 8 lakh rupees on account of the previous year. 38 lakh. Total amount received is 38 lakh. Out of it, 8 lakh relates to the previous year. Fees for the year outstanding, 1 lakh rupees. Current year's outstanding fees is 1 lakh rupees. Salary paid including 30,000 rupees on account of the previous year. The amount of salary paid is 280,000. Out of it, 30,000 relates to previous year. Salary outstanding at the end of the year, 10,000 rupees.
So this year's salary of 10,000 rupees was not paid. Entertainment expenses 30,000 rupees. Tournament expenses 1,20,000 rupees. Meeting expenses 1,80,000 rupees. Travelling expenses 60,000 rupees. Purchase of books and periodicals including 1,90,000 rupees for purchase of books. Total 2,90,000 rupees. It means total 2,90,000 rupees was paid for books and periodicals, out of which 1,90,000 is for books. And books are our assets and periodicals are our revenue expenditure. So 1 lakh rupees is to be taken to the income and expenditure account. Rent 1 lakh, postage and telephone expenses 1,50,000 rupees, printing and stationery 40,000 rupees, and donations received 2 lakh rupees. So this is our question, and it is a very good question. If the question for preparation of income and expenditure account is given in the exams, so this is a good choice for the paper setter. So let's do it.
So to solve this question, we will prepare income and expenditure account, and remember that items of adjustments are also given along with the paid or received amount. So we will consider them also. As I told that we can prepare either the working note for calculation or we can show directly inside the income and expenditure account. So we will show it inside the income and expenditure account only. So let's learn how to prepare it. Item wise we will go. Since this account does not have any opening balance, so we are free to start with any item. Okay, so we will start it with item wise. First item given in the question is fees collected including 8 lakh rupees on account of the previous year. Fees collected 38 lakh rupees. And out of this 38 lakh, 8 lakh is of previous year. So let us show by fee collected. Total amount collected is 38 lakh rupees. We will write here. Less fee of previous year, or we can say fees outstanding at the beginning of the year. 8 lakh rupees. This is 30 lakhs. Add fees for the year outstanding. For the current year, some fees is outstanding also. So outstanding at the end of current year. This is 1 lakh. So total amount is 31 lakh. Then next item is salary paid, including 30,000 rupees on account of the previous year. Total 2,80,000 rupees paid, out of which 30,000 is of previous year, and salary outstanding at the end of the current year is 10,000 rupees. So we will take it on the debit side. Right here, two salaries. Total salary we are taking from receipts and payments amount 2,80,000. Then we subtract from it outstanding at the beginning of the year. That's given 30,000. Relates to previous year. It means previous year amount has been paid here. So 2,50,000. And we add outstanding at the end. And the outstanding at the end is 10,000 rupees. So total salary which relates to current year is 2,60,000. Then entertainment expenses. These are expenses we take here. 2 entertainment expenses. These are 30,000 rupees. Then tournament expenses. Tournament expenses may be covered or may be met from the amount of tournament fund, but there is no amount of tournament fund given in the question, so we will take that to the income and expenditure account. 2 tournament expenses. These are 1,20,000. Then meeting expenses. So we write as 2 meeting expenses and no adjustment for it is given. 2 meeting expenses. They are 1,80,000. Then traveling expenses. So 2 traveling expenses. They are also a revenue expenditure. They are 60,000 rupees. Then purchase of books and periodicals, including 1,90,000 rupees for purchase of books. So total 290,000 spent for books and periodicals. So we write here only 2 periodicals. That is revenue expenditure. And simply here we write 290,000 minus 1,90,000 for books. As books are our assets, we will not show them here. So 1 lakh rupees is to be taken. Then rent. To rent. When only rent is given, in class 11 only we have studied about it. It is expense. When it is received, then received word is to be suffixed with it. Then postage and telephone expenses, they are also our expenses. So 2 postage and telephone expenses. And they are 1,50,000 rupees. Then printing and stationery. So 2 printing and stationery. And this is 40,000. Then next item is donation receipt. Receipt. So by donations, our income. And this is 2 lakh rupees. So this way, all the items we have taken. Now we will check the total of both the sides. If debit side is more, then it will be deficit. If credit side is more, then it will be surplus. So let us see which side is showing larger total. That side it is 33 lakh rupees, and here it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 890, 950, and 980. So it's very less than that amount. That column. So here we have 33 lakhs. And from 33 lakhs, we subtract the total of the debit side. So let us take the total of debit side. 0, fourth term also 0. Then 6, 3, 9, 11, 19, 25, 30, 34. Then 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 30. So it is 22,60,000. So it is surplus. So we write 2 surplus, that is excess of income over expenditure. ₹22,60,000. Total 33 lakhs. So this way we prepare this income and expenditure account with the help of the given information and rough calculations. Rub it out from here. Now have a glance of the solution. Now we will see one more question. How to prepare income and expenditure account when receipts and payments account is given. So let's have a question. Question is on your screen. Prepare income and expenditure account from the following receipts and payments account. The receipts and payments account is as follows. Receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2019. Two balance brought down. It is opening cash balance, and when we prepare income and expenditure account, we don't use it. It is given 3,500, then two subscription 24,800, two interest on investments 2,100, two furniture 1,400. It's given on the receipt side. It means furniture has been sold and 1,400 has been fetched. Two bank interest 900, by salaries 3,300 rupees. This is payment revenue nature. Buy rent 4,200. Buy printing and stationery 1,500. Buy investments 20,000. And buy balance carried down 3,700. Investment is our asset and the closing balance of receipts and payments account is closing cash balance. This will also not be taken to the income and expenditure account. So all the items which are of revenue nature we will take to the income and expenditure account from both the sides. So let's solve it. So the demand of the question is to prepare income and expenditure account. So the same format what we prepared in the last question, we will prepare similarly income and expenditure account. Here the year ended 31st March 2020 is given. So we write here 31st March 2020. Then item wise we will make it. The items of receipts from there, from these items of receipts we will find out the revenue nature items and we will take them to the income side. And from the payments we will find out the revenue nature items and we will take to the expenditure side. So let's start. First is to balance brought down. So as I told, this is our opening cash balance and it will not be taken to the income and expenditure account. We will skip it while preparing income and expenditure account. Opening and closing balance of receipts and payments account are skipped. They are not taken. Second is to subscription. So subscription is our revenue income. We write here on the income side by subscription. There may be an adjustment also given as we discussed while making the format of income and expenditure account. So if any information relating to that is given, we will similarly the same way what we discussed in the format, we will calculate it. Now it is not required here. Then to interest on investments. So it is also a revenue nature of an income. We write it here by interest on investment. Revenue nature means which is of a recurring nature. The organization is going to receive it regularly. So it is 2,100. The next is to furniture. It is the amount of sale of furniture. That means receipts from sale of furniture. But there is no profit or loss given. Only profit or loss on sale is taken to the income and expenditure account. We will take this item. To bank interest. Yes, it is the revenue nature of our income. We write here by bank interest. It is 900. Then payment side. Buy salaries. Salary is our revenue expense. We write here on the debit side to salaries. No adjustments given in this question. Had they been given, we would have used the format of working note here. So buy salary, here we have written two salaries and the amount is 3,300. Then buy rent, so it will be taken here on the debit side because it is also a revenue nature of expense. To rent, 4,200. Then buy printing and stationery. This is also a revenue nature expense. We take here to printing and stationery. And the amount is 1,500. Then buy investments. Investments have been purchased. They are our assets. So we will not take it here. The interest on these investments given on the debit side of receipts and payments account have already been taken here on the credit side. So this investment we will not take. Then buy balance carried out. This is a closing cash balance. This will also not be taken. All the items we have written. Now what we will do? We will take the total of both the sides. And after that we will compare which side is larger. Here it is 24, 26, 27,800, whereas on the debit side it is lesser than that. So it shows 3 plus 4, 7,500, it is 9,000. So 27,800 minus 9,000 will be our surplus. So we write it here as surplus to surplus, that is excess of income over expenditure. debit side, then take the total of debit side items. Difference between the two totals will be either our surplus or our deficit. In case credit side total is more than debit side total, it will be our surplus. If the debit side total is more than the total of credit side, it will be our deficit. So here in this question, the credit side total is exceeding over debit side total, so it will be our surplus. So here 24 plus 2 26, 27,800, and on this side 437, 7,500, 8,000 and 9,000. So 27 minus 9 is 18,800. So 27,800 minus 9,000 is our 18,800. So this is our surplus. This surplus then will be taken to the capital fund amount on the liability side of the balance sheet. So this way, two questions we have done. Two types of questions to prepare income and expenditure account can be given. Either simply all the items are given along with the adjustments as we have seen in the first question of today's class, or it can be given to prepare from a receipts and payments account. Both the ways, both the methods we have seen. How to prepare it? What is to be kept in our mind? Number one, opening and closing balances of receipts and payments account will not be taken to the income and expenditure account. All the items of debit and credit side of receipts and payments account will be divided into two headings or in two types of items: capital items, revenue items. All the revenue items will be taken from receipts and payments account to the income and expenditure account. So this is only thing which you have to keep in your mind. Keep doing questions. For more questions and home assignment as well as the theoretical notes based on today's class, you will find in the description a link is given. Go and click that link and find out the notes as well as some of the questions for your self-practice. Till then, wait for my next video on next topic. Now in the next class, we will be solving questions based on preparation of income and expenditure account and balance sheet when receipts and payments account is given along with additional information. Till then, bye-bye.